This is how you practice with deWiz to get rid of your slice. Step 1. Go into discovery mode in the deWiz app. Make sure the transition number is at the top. If it's not, you click on the 3 lines, click there, drag and drop. Whatever number you drag to the top will be voiced in the deWiz app voice feedback. So I'm going to hit 3 drives. 3 drives, and I have a slice problem. I'm going to look at that transition number. What is it?
Transition plus 3.8 inches.
You see my path is 6 degrees outside in, which is what we're going to fix here.
Plus 2.8. Plus 3.1.
That's sliceable. We don't want that, of course. Now, anywhere you are in the deWiz app, if it's 5 inches over the top, if it's on-plane transition, when you have a slice, you want to go 4 to 5 inches lower. And this is how you do it. Step 1, you exit the discovery mode, you go into practice and learn, swipe sideways till you find transition mode. I was 2 inches over the top. For the first exercise, I'm going to set myself 4 inches lower, directly 4 inches lower. I'm going to tell you why. The reason is that I'm removing the club. I'm taking the club away because we're going to work your hands. We're going to work your hand path. Your hands are holding the club. Control your hands and you control the golf club. First exercise without a club, and immediately you should go 4 inches lower in transition. Now transition is the measurement between backswing path and downswing path. An over the top move goes like this. That's that's a positive one. This is a negative one. Now what you're going to do now is just take your setup without the club and use the mantra. This is the mantra to fix the slice always. The mantra is, I swing up, I move back, and then I swing down. Up, back, down. This is what you're going to teach your hands and body. So we're now in the deWiz transition app. We set the limit for the over the top to -2 inches because I was +2 inches. We go 4 inches lower. I can even go 5. Now the reason I go all the way is because I don't have a club. You need to teach your brain this is what you want to do. So I start here, I wait for the green signal, ready to swing, and then I go.
Transition -2.3 inches.
There I was. Again. I go up, back, down. I'm teaching my hands. The hands control the club. There we go.
-2.6.
First exercise, you're not using a club at all. You want to get the feeling of the transition you need in your hands. Remember, deWiz will record your swing whether you have a golf ball or not, whether you have a club or not. So this is the first step. It's very important. I'll do it one more time. I set up, I wait for the deWiz ready to swing signal, and then I go.
-3.7.
So now I taught myself to do the proper transition without the club. I go back into the app, into the practice and learn transition. I'm going to change the limit now for the over the top. Remember, I was 2 inches over the top. I will now use a club in practice swing, and I will set that limit to an on-plane transition because it's more difficult with the club. I managed without the club. Now I set the limit, and I will listen to the feedback. And after a while, we're going to turn on the learning stimuli as well. But let's start without it. I'll set up here with my driver. I'm going to do the same thing. Up, back, down.
Transition -1.9 inches.
Just below an on-plane transition, so I'm moving in the right direction. I want to be successful 3 times in a row before I use the golf ball. That's another good one.
-2.
You can hear that ding-a-ling-a-ling. Let's go again. But this time I'm gonna fail.
+3.7.
So I wasn't going up, back, down. I was going up, over, down. That's why you got that negative signal from the app. So when you have 3 in a row, you manage 2 inches better, 2 inches lower than your baseline. It's time for the golf ball. And we're going to stick with the same exercise. Up, back, down. I've taught my hands to move the club. I've done it in practice swing, and now I will do it with the golf ball.
-2.9.
Got a little extra hook on that one. I'm going into the app. I got that positive signal, I got that voice feedback. I managed to get below the on-plane transition. I'm now moving myself down towards where I want to be. Let's hit another one with the golf ball. And if you don't succeed, if you find it too difficult, go back to use the practice swing. If you can't manage in the practice swing, go back and move the club away. You need to teach your hands to control the club, because the deWiz is measuring what your hands are doing. It's on your wrist. Let's hit another one. Up, back, down.
-0.7.
Good draw. I'm inside out. My path has changed. I'm looking at that deWiz transition number. I'm coming down to my target number, which is 2 to 3 inches under the top. Now I'm going to show you another exercise that it's very easy to do. You don't need anything special. I'm going to use 2 golf balls to exaggerate what we're talking about. Up, back, down. So I'm teeing my golf ball up, and just about the distance of a grip, I'm putting another golf ball down on the ground. What I want you to do here is to take the club outside of the golf ball on the way back. You want to go out, you want to drop it and come back on the inside. So you go out, back, making that loop. The slice loop is the very opposite. You actually go inside the golf ball and come back on the outside. So this is the circle the ball exercise. Circle the ball. I'm making a circle around the back ball, not the ball I'm going to hit. Let's try that. Let's see what my deWiz transition number will be.
Transition -3 inches.
So that was 8 degrees inside out, and my deWiz transition number is 3 inches under the top. So you see, what you're grooving here is the up, back, down, up, back, down, which is going to get you to hit the ball, to impact the ball from the inside to get that draw, because when you have a slice problem, you're impacting the ball from the outside to get that slice. Now that's the circle the ball exercise. And the final exercise for you guys who watch a lot of golf on TV, I'm going to give you 3 names. Fred Couples, Jim Furyk, Matthew Wolf. They all take their hands and club on the outside. They go back up here, they reroute it, and they hit the ball from the inside. So you want to look at those names out there on the web and see their golf swings, taking the club and hands out, rerouting, dropping from the inside. So that's the Jim Furyk exercise. That's 10 degrees from the inside, so I'm going from a slice to a hook actually. Now that I've learned to practice these exercises, and you see that you're able to control your deWiz transition, it's time to move to the final stage. In the deWiz app, in Practice and Learn, you set yourself to your target number. My target number, 2 inches under the top. I'm turning on the deWiz Learning Stimuli in the app. For me, I go for level 4, and anytime I transition less than 4 inches under the top, sorry, 2 inches under the top, 4 inches lower than where I was, I will get the learning stimuli. I need to go 2 inches under the top, or my brain will immediately know if I was right or wrong.
Transition minus 0.9 inches.
Right there in transition, because I wasn't the 2 inches below. I was actually just 0.7 of an inch below. So I could feel it. Now my brain knows. I was up here and I could feel it right there in transition. Now I'm going to exaggerate. I'm going to go back to my exercises, circle the ball. I'm going to think about that mantra, up, back, down, and I'll keep the learning stimuli at level 4, which is my level. I'm going to keep the target in the practice and learn transition mode at -2 inches on the transition. See another one up. I like the picture of Jim Furyk myself. I'm going to do that mantra. Get the learning stimuli activated. Here we go. That's better. I didn't
Transition
feel the learning
minus 3
stimuli,
inches.
so immediately I know that I passed my threshold. I passed the 2 inches below. And yeah, I got a little hook on that one. So this is how you use deWiz to go from a slice to a draw. The basic principle is start in discovery mode. 3 swings is enough. Find your baseline on the transition number. Whatever that baseline is, you want to go 4 to 5 inches lower. Mine was 2 inches over the top. I needed to get to 2 inches below. And you can see that my slice transformed into a draw. In practice, don't use the club. Teach your hands to move in the right way. The right way is up, back, down. Up, back, down. Then your hands control the golf club. You taught your hands what to do. Add the golf club and keep doing the same thing with your hands in a practice swing. Look at your deWiz transition number. Then we add the ball. Turn the learning stimuli on. Find your level. You should feel it, but it should not be painful. Remember, the learning stimuli is a reminder to your brain how to swing and how to not swing. First exercise, circle the golf ball. Place a golf ball at about the grip or a bit more behind the ball you're about to hit. You want to circle that golf ball by going on the outside coming back and on the inside coming down. Don't hit that back golf ball. Next exercise, Matthew Wolf, Jim Furyk, Fred Couples. Get that picture in your mind. Take a look at YouTube. Find their swings, how they go out before they reroute back in to hit that beautiful draw. This is how you use deWiz to fix your slice. Good luck.